So now the next topic is multiplication of a decimal by 10, 100 and 1000. In such case, how you are going to perform the multiplication. Let's take an example. Suppose a decimal number 14.8 is given and you have to multiply this decimal number by 10. So just now we have done the multiplication of a decimal by a whole number. So 10, 100 and 1000, they are whole numbers. The simplest way of multiplying a decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000 is, in this digit 10, we have only one zero. So just simply multiply this 10 by 14.8. You can do the multiplication directly. So forget this decimal, write down this number again, and if we have only one zero in 10, so just put one zero in the answer. This is the complete answer of the multiplication of 148 multiplied by 10. So you will get this answer. So now we have to put the decimal again. So the way we have done in the previous topic, here we have one decimal place. So we will put point just before one number. So your answer is 148.0. So if this decimal, if we have 0 just after the decimal, you can write the answer as 148 also. As I have told you that if there is a 0 after the decimal, so this decimal or 0, it doesn't have any value. So you can write like this, either like this or this. So this is the simplest way of multiplying a decimal by 10, 100 by 10. Let us take one more example of multiplying by 100. So let's take 5.3 multiply by 100. Again, forget this decimal, write down 53, and there are two zeros here, write down two zeros here. This is the final answer of multiplying 53 by 100. So here we have only one decimal place. So we will place decimal just before 1. So your answer is 530. This is your answer. So this is the simplest way of multiplying any decimal by 10, 100 and 1000. I would like to explain you for the 1000 also. For the 1000 also, let's take a number 4.38 multiplied by 1000. Yes. So in this case also 438, write down all the three zeros. Fine. So now here we have two decimal places. So this 0, and this. So your answer is 4,380 as decimal. decimal के बाद हमारे पास दो जीरो है. So इन दो zeros की कोई वैल्यू नहीं होती है. In every case when there is a zero, there are zeros after the decimal. So this decimal and these zeros, they doesn't have any value. So this is your final answer. So students, in every time you will see that when you are multiplying any decimal by 10, 100 or 1000, in your answer, your decimal will be shifted towards the right side. I would like to explain you this method to check your answer. So in this case, you will learn the shifting of decimal. This is the way of multiplying decimal by 10, 100 and 1000. How will you check your answer? That I want to explain you. So our first example I have taken, it was 14.8 multiplied by 10. So what we have done, we have multiplied like this and then we got the answer. So students, just see, your in your question the decimal was before 8. So while multiplying by 10, this decimal will be shifted just after one digit. See, this decimal was here and now this decimal we have shifted after 8. So only one digit, the decimal will be shifted after only one digit. So this is your answer. It will shift towards the right side. Let's take another example of 100. The example of 100, what I have taken was 5.3 multiplied by 100. So what answer we have got? This was the answer we have got. So how we have got this answer? Here we have 5.3 and we have to shift this decimal after two numbers. So here we are shifting the decimal after 3, but here we have only one number. So we will put a 0 here and this decimal will be shifted here. So this was the answer. So whatever zeros you are having in the question, your decimal will be shifted accordingly. If you have 10 in your question, so you will shift the decimal only after one digit. And if you have two zeros, like if you have 100, so you will shift the decimal after two digits. And if you are having only one digit, so you can put a 0 and then you can shift the decimal. And suppose if you are having 100, 1000 in the question, how will you shift the decimal? Just have a look here. 4.38 multiplied by 1000. So here in this case 4.38. We have to shift the decimal after 3. So this decimal will be shifted here, but here we have to add one 0 to make 3 digits. So your answer is 4830. This was the answer we have got by multiplying. So this is the way to check. Either you can follow the previous method or you can follow this method of shifting the decimal. Whichever method you like to follow, it is your choice. So this was the way to multiply a decimal by 10, 100 or 1000. I am sending you a YouTube link also. With the help of that link, the concept will be more clear to you.